Hey, my sister, how are you doing today? Welcome to Fit and Fueled by Faith with Stacey, your host, your sister in Christ. So, oh my goodness, my friend. It is a beautiful, glorious day today. The sun is shining, blue sky, going for a walk, and just taking in this vitamin D sunshine, my friends. So let's talk about the sun. It's glory. It's beautiful. It's radiant, right? And the power of vitamin D, right? And by getting out in nature and taking in that sunshine, that vitamin D is going to energize you, my friend. So I wanted to share a few tips on how you can manage your energy or gain energy, I should say, or boost your energy, however you want to use the word. You know, because here in our 40s and 50s and beyond, especially going through perimenopause, I've had my bouts of just feeling tired and saying to yourself, why am I so freaking tired all the time? And you might have heard yourself say that too as well. And you know, you do all the things, maybe you exercise and eat right, but you're just like, why am I tired? You know, so we'll get into more of that in weeks to come. You know, our hormones are affecting our energy, but our energy is affected also by what we eat and when we eat and our sleep and so on. So there's a list, but I want to keep on topic here and just talk about some ways to boost your energy for today. And one, I want to start probably with the biggest one, because we think, you know, fitness and food and all those things, yes, are great, and we need to work on those to improve our mental health, our physical well-being, and so on. But believe it or not, sleep. How is your sleep, my sister? Okay, that is the question. First question I'm going to ask you is, how many hours of sleep do you get a night? Okay, be honest with yourself. Are you a morning person, a night owl, whatever the terms they come up with? Okay, so that's the first question. Now, sleep, my friend, is vital. Lack of sleep, let's talk about the negatives, okay? The lack of sleep will cause you to be, obviously, tired, depleted. It'll cause you to be moody and emotional. And it will cause you to want to eat more. Because when you're tired, guess what? You want to suffice that tiredness with food. And preferably, mostly probably, comfort food. So therefore, you're eating more carbs. You're eating the foods your body probably doesn't really need. And that's not going to really give you the energy. It's going to burn calories. You know, you're going to have your highs and lows. But you need a steady balance. So sleeping is very important. It should be a priority. So throughout the weeks, I'm going to be talking about 7 pillars. So we're starting with sleep today. And so that's why you need to really understand the vital importance of sleep and how many hours of sleep you're getting. And if you're that person that say, oh, I'll sleep when I'm dead, that's the wrong attitude to have. Because believe it or not, when we sleep, the beauty of the body, the intelligence of our body, when we sleep and allow our body to rest, our body rejuvenates itself, repairs, restores itself. While we're sleeping, our body is, it's restoring, rejuvenating, it's detoxing. Our body detoxes naturally when we sleep. So I want to just give you some tips about how to better prepare your sleep routine so you can feel more energized for the next day. And so everything starts the night before, right? So this is why I want to start with sleep, because, you know, I could say let's start with morning routine, but your morning routine actually starts with your evening routine. How you slow down at the end of the day, okay? And what you do and what your habits look like. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few tips that you could implement if you're not already doing. And if you are, great. If you want, you can share this episode with somebody you know that can maybe use these tips. Okay, so what I like to do when the evening, the sun sets, is to have low lights. You know, maybe your lamps with a yellow low light. Salt lamps I put on in our bedroom. And maybe light a candle in the kitchen to kind of just lower that feeling. Think when the sun sets, you know, and during the day it's nice and bright and yellow. You know, you can do a brighter light. But when the sun starts setting and starts getting ready for the end of the day, same thing, we should start bringing things down, softening the light, lowering the light, getting our body acclimated, because we are one with nature, circadian rhythm, right? Our body likes to wake up with the sunrise, and our body likes to slow down and start preparing for bed. Believe it or not, when the sun sets, you're probably like, what? Yes. So we got lots to talk about, but we only have less than 15 minutes in this episode. But I'll be covering all these things and beyond. So just make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and we'll talk more about these things. So bring the lights down. That's the first thing, okay? And then maybe dinner time, see if you can maybe eat dinner a little bit earlier. So if you're eating dinner at 7, see if you could even just 1 hour, 6 o'clock. And if you eat dinner at 6, 5 o'clock, what I've learned is that we should be eating maybe 2 hours after the sun rises. And it's kind of hard to say, but if you want to be in sync with circadian rhythm, maybe an hour or two before the sun sets. And I know that could be early, because now you're talking if it's, we're coming into spring out of winter, now it's daylight to maybe 7 o'clock or so, the sun setting later. So the goal is, my friend, is that you want to eat like a queen for breakfast, a king for lunch, and a pauper for dinner. So when the sun is at its highest peak, probably midday, that's when you want to eat your most calories, because your digestive system is in sync with the rise of the sun and the set of the sun. So your digestive system is like, fuel me. And then when the sun starts to come on the other side of that, it slows down. Our metabolism, everything starts slowing down as well. So now if we're eating this big dinner when the sun's setting and our metabolism and our body wants to slow down, we're waking things back up when everything wants to just slow down, get ready for the night, start digesting, so we can be done digesting before bedtime, so then our body could actually restore itself, rejuvenate, and repair itself, and detox while we're sleeping. But what happens here in America is that we have these late dinners. We're always eating late and then go to bed. And that's not good for the body. And if you can't do an early dinner, because I understand, I have the struggle at home too. I want to eat at 5 o'clock, and my husband wants to eat like 7, Granted, he's getting home after 5, so I understand. Most people are getting home after 5, so it's hard to work that in. And so try to find that balance, right? So the goal is here. Try not to eat 2 to 3 hours for your bedtime. So figure that out, okay? So for me, I get frustrated because I'm like, if I'm tired and I want to bed and I'm eating at 7 o'clock, now I'm like, great, I got to stay up till like at least the minimum of 9 o'clock, because I'm very strategic. And when it comes to eating, like I need to make sure I get at least the minimum of 2 hours of digestive time before I go to bed. So there's that, okay? So the lights, low down the lights. Try not to eat 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, just to make it easy for you there. And the third tip I'm going to give you for today, to keep it short and sweet, is, what I say, lower the lights, dim the lights, and try to eat dinner 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. And yes, bedtime, how many hours are you sleeping? So generally you want to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So you got to calculate that. What time do you need to be up in the morning? Then reverse count that, okay? So if you need to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, then you probably can get to bed, 10 o'clock, the latest. And that means then if you want to give yourself 2 hours to eat dinner, maybe you're eating dinner 7, 8 o'clock. So it's all about math and numbers and just being aware of everything and getting a plan. Having a plan in place, right? If you don't have a plan in place, how are you supposed to get better? How are you supposed to get energized? How are you supposed to lose weight? How are you supposed to feel energized and feel well-balanced? We have to implement these things. It might seem easy, mundane, or maybe it might be more confusing or complicated, but it's really not. Lower the lights, number one. Eat within 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. And then try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Okay? And I'm just thinking here. Oh, this tip I want to give you. So this is your third or fourth maybe, right? Because make sure it's 7 hours of sleep. So before bed, now you know you need to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. is how do you get ready for bed? Okay, so what I do is after dinner, I wash up, clean up the kitchen, dishes, all that stuff, so everything's nice and clean. And then I go upstairs, wash up, brush my teeth, get my pajamas on. I'm done. Kitchen's closed, guts, I'm shutting down the kitchen, meaning I brush my teeth so I don't have any snacks and stuff like that. And if you do this too, you'll eat less, right? If you could train yourself to not eat anything after dinner and brush your teeth, and if you feel a little hungry or something, have a cup of tea, have a cup of warm water or lemon, and that's even good because that helps you to detox your liver and while you sleep. And it's obviously no calories. Yes, so that's what I do. So getting yourself into an evening routine. And then do not bring your phone into your bedroom. So this would be tip number 5. I guess I'm adding a few more here because I have some time. Yes, I have some time. Number 5 is do not bring your phone in your room. Keep your bedroom a place to sleep. Watch your TV in the living room. Be on your phone in the living room or a game room or a study room, whatever. So for me, maybe I watch a little TV. I like to read in the evening. And then when I get to bed, we have 2 salt lamp lights, one on each side of our bed. And then I'll read something spiritual with the low light, with the candle light, or salt lamp light, I should say, until I fall asleep. And then I should let it go to bed. I do not bring my phone in the room. I keep it downstairs. And I understand maybe you're like, I need my phone for an alarm. Invest in a old-fashioned alarm. Either a battery operated or a winding one or whatever. Because you don't have that phone in your room. That phone has blue light that will stimulate you to want to stay up later than you should. And that's when you're going to have a hard time sleeping. And you're going to go against your natural circadian rhythm. So those are the 5 tips, my friends. Let's just wrap this up. There's just so much to talk about. And I have maybe a few minutes here before I get cut off. So number 1 is lower the lights in the evening. When your sun starts setting, keep the lights low as well. Eat 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Yes, so you have time to digest before your body so it can rest while you sleep. 3 is making sure you get your 7-9 hours. So find a time that works for you, whether it's 10 to 7, 9 to 6, or 9 to 7, whatever hours you know you need. 4 is to prepare yourself for bed. So that's like getting yourself washed up, taking a warm bath, brushing your teeth, getting your pajamas on, and then you can relax the rest of the evening, whether it's reading a book, watching something, a favorite show, whatever, or reading your favorite book with a low lamp, salt lamp, and then, going to bed. And you should wake up a lot more refreshed and happy and energized, my friend. So yes, energized. So last thing I'll say, when you do eat before bedtime, you might notice you wake up more groggy, tired, and cranky because your body is heavy. It didn't get that. It was working while you're supposed to be resting. So that's the thing. If you eat before a big meal before bedtime, your body has to work and digest for a few hours versus sleeping and really truly resting and getting a rejuvenating night's sleep. So that's what I have for you, my friends. Hope you take these tips, use them, let me know. Reach out to me at Fit and Fueled by Faith over at Instagram, and hopefully I get your message. And so my friends, I'm just going for a walk. And just a tip too, just a little added thing, of course, move your body, get outside and walk now that it's spring and it's beautiful. Enjoy the sunshine, get that vitamin D, then that also will give you the energy you need to boost you during your day. But do all those things I told you, good night's sleep, and you will wake up more energized, refreshed, and refueled, and have a good day. Okay, so hopefully we'll talk about a morning routine in the next episode or 2. So my friends, go out in the world, share love, make peace, be happy. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like as always, give thanks and praise to God and move your body. And God loves you more. I love you. God bless. Have a beautiful day.